Eh,
Hey everybody, it's Scott of SBD Growth, and I'm here once again with my good friend Tim Kist, and we've just been talking about the notion of I don't know, we don't want to call this, Tim, the strategy of throwing stuff against the wall to see what sticks.
Sure, I would like to know what that acronym is, but it's lousy. It's something that we've seen a lot lately on LinkedIn, and even from emails. You know, you get the spam messages that pop up. Hey, I went onto your website. I could help you with this. Hey, are you looking for this? So many times people are looking to offer you something. I respond to many of them and say, have you even looked at my website? Do
So
you
do
even know
you
what I
actually
do?
you do respond to them?
On emails I do, and even on LinkedIn, I will send a message back. And as I mentioned to you, I had one that popped out of the blue, and I don't know why they thought that I would be a good target for the programs that they were offering.
Yeah.
And my final answer was, thank you for the offer. I'm going to decline to participate.
Well, I pretty much delete and block them right off the hop. And it's funny because what you and I were talking about is, for anyone that follows me on LinkedIn, and I'm sorry about that. I made a post about a month ago because I was angry because I get, so many messages every week that ask me, do you think you could accommodate or you could use another 30 qualified meetings a month? And then the one that really gets me, and this is the most frequent one, is project management training. Why do I need project management training? So this LinkedIn post was me ranting for 30 seconds about I don't need these things, and I said your approach is misguided and it's annoying and it's giving all those sales and marketing professionals a bad name. And something about that post resonated because it's probably my most popular post in the last 6 months. So I suppose the lesson here for people, and I feel like it's more of primarily a marketing message because it's so early in the cycle, is know who your customer is um, versus blasting a message out to a whole number of people. So again, I'm going to defer to you, Tim. What mistake are these people making?
Well, you're right. To begin with, it's know who your customer is, but it goes beyond that. It's also know what your customer is going to value. And you
I
need to
like it.
do some investigation to say, if I offer you this, is it something that you're going to say, this could really help me in my work, in my job to be done, whatever the case might be. And if it's not, then I'm going to tune it out really quickly.
Yeah.
And if you send me a follow-up, that's when I start to get mad.
So it's funny. I think about the stages of the sales cycle, and right, the first one is prospecting, and the notion here is to really know who your ideal customer is. So what you're referring to is this notion of if you think your market is this, you're going to be wasting a lot of your time chasing after a lot of people that aren't a fit. And I know the work that I've done with North Forge, part of the mutual learning process that we have when I work with a new founder is the idea that they think their market is this. And over discussions, internally and talking to people and sort of doing the research, they realize that it's not this, it's actually this, and it's very fine tuned. And I guess there's some real advantages to having a better and better idea of who your ideal customer is, isn't there?
Well, for sure there is. And if you flip it around and you go, okay, let's say Scott and Tim both provide sales training services. The key question is for us, why would somebody pick Scott over Tim, or why would somebody pick Tim over Scott? So if we flip that thinking, why would that customer select me? What is it about what I'm offering and how I'm offering or saying it that customer goes, I'd like to talk to Scott, not to Tim? And what's that difference? And the difference has to have value for the person. You and I have talked a lot about stop at the stand up, throw up
Yeah.
presentations, make it all about me. This is really literally flipping the script and saying, what is that distinctive value that you offer that your customer defines as the value?
This is where I hold up a book so I look really, really smart. Hopefully it helps. The glasses in the book should help. But in
You're
one of
right
the
in.
chapters here, the author talks about this notion of which means that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you know your customer and you know the problems they're having, you can then speak to things that you predict or understand will be problems for them. And you can say, well, we can do this, this, and this, which means that we can solve this problem for you, which is completely different than blasting Tim and Scott with messages about project management training.
100% correct. And it's weird because as a marketing professional for me and you're a sales professional, we look at this and go, who thinks that this is going to work? But there's obviously so many that do, because we get inundated with these types of approaches on a regular basis. I'm flabbergasted, to pull out an oldie word, but I just don't understand how anybody gets value from
Flabbergasted.
just doing that stuff.
I'm gobsmacked, to be honest. So I think that the message here is maybe for organizations, stop spending so much time trying to hit more people with your message, but maybe spend more time earlier in the process to understand who your customer is and what messages are going to resonate with them. And then you can do some very intelligent and targeting approaches to the right people.
Right. And as you evolve that and learn more about them, it will give you a better idea of how you can continually look to expand your potential customer base. But if you try and hit everybody right off the hop, you're going to fail miserably. And then you'll be not successful, maybe looking for a new job.
Stop it. Our message here is stop it and do it more intelligently. And we have to know a couple of people that can help you with that.
Absolutely. You're looking at them.
All right, Tim, have a good day.
Thanks, Scotty. You as well.